Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Detroit Lions. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Amon-Ra St. Brown set a Lions rookie record with 912 receiving yards, and over 60% of those came in the final 6 games of the season. He got better and better as the campaign rolled on. And when they went to him like he was their top receiver, he produced like it as well. And he certainly earned that spot here in his second year, and he gets a first down for Detroit.
Looking to throw again on second down. Goff forced out to his left. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here we go on 4th. Goff. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. This is the tight end fan. So nothing doing there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Lions, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now Gino. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. He's an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. picked off by Troy Pride. And the Lions are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So problems with Aaron passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Goff. Right side to Williams. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 3rd and 2. Goff. That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond. And he is going to have the Lions first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The Lions at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
Goff throwing again. Looking for Wright, and he finds him. And in for the Lions touchdown. Brock Wright, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. They'll try for the first with Walker. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
They snap it to Smith. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Now Geno on first down. He completes this to Walker. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Well, come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Well, they brought the pressure, and that made man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's deep. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Detroit. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Play action. It's Smith. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Smith. And his throw is incomplete.
At this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. This is Fant on the short completion. They find some open field here. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Here we go.
Smith on 1st down. Going right back to Fant. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Again, Smith.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. 84 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Open man is Raymond. He's got it.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, Goff.
Throw caught by Raymond.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a first down throw. Goff.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
A great play there. 29 yards.
And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The slot man in motion right. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
This defense, 3 interceptions now. And, Charles, obviously that one for the pick 6. That gives them a 3-possession lead, and they are really in the driver's seat.
Makes you imagine what that lead could become with another half of football left to play, because the way they're getting after a partner, 30 points, 40 points, even 50 points, that type of a lead, not out of the question. And neither is another pick 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On first down, Smith. This is Fant on the short completion.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. To throw again on second down. Smith. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, 38 yards. And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. On first down, Goff. Complete to right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On first and 10, it's Swift. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. But to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. A shotgun snap for Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that there could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
After the interception, here's Goff. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A fairly short kick from the 14. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback. And now here's another interception. Picked up by a Fitu Melifonwu. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They'll get it inside the 20 and all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Go off a handoff here to Swift. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. On 1st down, it's Smith. He hits his target, Lockett. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now it's Smith. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Will Harris. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Gone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing on 3rd. Gone. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Returnable for Lockett. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. Smith now to throw. This is the tight end Fant. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Seahawks.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. We're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again, Smith. He's got his tight end Fant, and he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Gino. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
2nd down and goal. Smith. And he comes back with one complete. 3rd and goal. It's going to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling. Oh, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini-losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. From the gun, it's Walker. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Well, they accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Completes it to Fant on the right side. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Smith throw caught here by Metcalf. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So they get 8 out of that completion. And 3rd and 1 now. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Smith throwing again. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Geno down a throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And passing yardage-wise, now over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Throwing now, Goff. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Throw caught by Raymond. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. That was tremendous effort, especially after the catch. Breaking through tackles, fighting for extra yards.
So was that just great effort, or were there a lot of missed tackles?
Yeah, the defense did help him a bit.
Yeah, he certainly did, but let's focus on the positive. He made it happen.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. From the red zone now, Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all.
And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could